Hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. I have my new Zoë Schroeder Nutrition hat on. It's kind of big. I feel like there's a lot of space up at the top, so I feel like it looks a little funky, but that's okay. I'm excited to do some repping. Anyway, we are here. It is Wednesday. I don't know where you live, but it is hot here in Tucson. Summer's here. We've had over 100 degrees every single, probably over 105, really, over every single day this week. So I don't know about you, but summer's definitely here. Where are you from? I'd love to know whoever's watching, comment right now where you live and where you're from, because I think that would be so cool for us to all know where each other are from. So I live in Tucson. Well, today's discussion is about stress. And I don't know about you, but it's a very timely discussion. So it's been one of those weeks, and maybe you can agree, and if you can agree, let me know now. I'm sure we all are dealing with some form of stress in our life, right? And I asked yesterday in the group, what is your main source of stress? And we got a lot of really great answers, right? So let's kind of go through a couple of them. Work is a big one. We saw a lot of people say work. Gas prices and inflation, that's a really big cause of stress too. I think we all can agree to that, and we all feel that. Got another one for work. We've got kids. That's definitely a big source of stress. We have somebody else who says home life again, bills, COVID, work, food prices, gas prices. So there's a lot of recurring themes here, right, as a source of stress. And we also see biggest stressor is maybe some things around eating healthy and making sure that you are taking care of your body. That can add a stress too. So thank you to everybody who answered, right? Because I think that gives us the fuel for this conversation. And so I really did want to talk about stress, because not only is it something we can all relate to, but it's something that plays a really big role and can have a big impact on our health and on our daily life, right? Stress, even if maybe you haven't considered it, can play a huge role in your weight loss and your weight loss journey, and how your body holds on to fat, and maybe manifesting in other health consequences as well. So stress is definitely a conversation we need to have, because when we're thinking about reaching your body composition goal or your health goal, there are so many pieces of the puzzle that we have to address. So yes, we mostly talk about nutrition in this group. That's only one piece of the puzzle. Exercise and movement is another piece of the puzzle that we address. And sleep and mindset and stress, because all of these things play a role into you reaching your goals. So that's why I wanted to bring it up today and have a chat about it. So the stress hormone, which is cortisol, is an appetite stimulating hormone. It's an appetite stimulant. It also stimulates a fat storage. So too high of cortisol in your body can actually make losing weight really difficult, and it can make your body want to hang on to that extra fat. So that being said, we have to be like, okay, what are we going to do about this? If we know that cortisol is, chronically high cortisol, that stress hormone, is playing a negative role in you reaching your goals, we need to tackle it. We need to work on reducing that stress, reducing that cortisol, so that your body is more able to make adaptations toward your goal, such as fat loss, such as building muscle, such as managing your blood sugars, whatever your goals are, right? So let's break it down, let's talk it out. So definitely we need to make time for whatever stress reducing activity that relates to you. So what reduces your stress might not reduce somebody else's stress. So let's talk through some different ideas of what stress reducing activities could be, right? There are some people who really enjoy journaling, maybe reading, going for a walk, taking a bath or shower, calling a friend. Now that one could either be a nice stress reducer or maybe even adding stress depending on the friend, right? We don't know exactly what the relationship dynamic is. So what I would recommend doing is trying out some different, if you don't know what your preferred stress reducing activity is, or you're like, I don't really know what to do, I recommend trying out different things and see what makes you feel the best and what helps you kind of relax, right? Because we might not be able to make time for these things every single day, but I do want you to, if stress is something that you find high in your life, then we need to prioritize stress reducing activities some point during the week, as much as prioritizing your exercise and your sleep and your nutrition. See, yeah, Heather said calling her mom adds stress. I know what you mean. Some certain people, when you talk to them, it doesn't reduce any stress. So if you know that that's a source of stress, we want to do something that can help combat that, right? So if you don't know what your stress reducing activity is, I recommend dabbling in a few different ones. Alex enjoys playing her Oculus and dance games on it, which is awesome. And that's not only a good way to reduce stress, but also to get your body moving, right? What are some other things that you guys like to do to reduce your stress? For me, I really enjoy, of course, on a daily basis, it's exercising. Moving my body helps me clear my mind. But when my body needs the rest, doing like a yoga class, or even if I can't go to a yoga class, streaming it on YouTube and following along in my living room, it's just kind of nice to set aside certain time to actually prioritize reducing your stress. And I will say that meditation works for a lot of people. Personally, it's never been something that I've really been able to get into, but I know that it has helped so many people. So maybe that would be something that you can try also. And there are actually so many really great guided meditations, whether that's something you find on YouTube or Spotify or an app, I think, what's it called, Mindspace. But what I really like about that is that there are different time commitments that you can choose. So you don't have to go for a full-blown 20-minute meditation in order to get the benefits. If you only have time for a 2-minute or a 5-minute, maybe in your car I was actually talking to somebody today, and we were brainstorming because she was talking about how she feels so work is stressful, then she gets home and she has to do all the things with her kids, and it's just really a hectic, stressful time. So we brainstormed today actually about, okay, you're stressed out and it's hectic at work, and then it goes right into a different form of stress as soon as you get home. So what if right when you get home, you sit in your car for 2 to 5 minutes, listen to a guided meditation to bring back down that stress level before you enter your home, and you can bring a new sense of presence and being mindful in that moment with your family. So it might look like different things for each person, and that's okay. That's the beauty of all of us being different. But the bottom line is that we really do want to make time for it, not only for our mental well-being, right? We don't want to go a little crazy, but also for that physical well-being aspect of it, reducing your cortisol levels, which will help you reach your body composition goals. Alex says that even just setting aside quiet time is nice. Yes, crafting. I love that. Having that creative outlet, that's amazing. I really encourage you all to, as you're watching this, comment your different thoughts, or if there's something new you want to try, we would love to hear about it in the group. So let's kind of make a promise that we're going to continue this conversation even after we're done with our discussion here today. I would love to hear what y'all are doing to reduce your stress, what specific activities, and maybe one of you will find a new activity based on what somebody else said. We all might find some new stress-reducing activities that will help. Before we go, I do just want to mention, whoever was able to go to the master class last week, thank you. That was great. And if you caught the replay, that's amazing. But on the masterclass, I actually announced that group coaching is now open. I did put up a poll earlier in the week to see if anybody was interested. We have a few signups that I'm really excited about. We're going to be starting the last week of June for the 12-week Fat Loss Foundation's group coaching program. Each week we have a different topic, and we'll have a live Zoom that we're going to be diving deep into that topic. And if you're unable to make it live, then of course the replay will be available. You'll have a nice workbook that each week we're going to be working on something different. And this is really such a wonderful program if you're sick of dieting. You want to just really cut through the BS and learn the skills and the foundations needed to have long-term successful fat loss. So if you're interested in that, please just either comment on here, send me a message. I'll send you the application, and then we'll book a quick call and we'll jump on. I'll answer whatever questions you have, and then we'll get you all set up. So I would love, love, love to see all of you guys in there if that feels right and it feels like something that would help you. And if you have any questions about it, of course, just let me know too. Actually, I'll put the link for the application in the comments. So you don't even have to message me. I'll put the link in the comments, and that'll just go right to the application, and then I'll reach out to you. So anyway, go forth, reduce that stress. I'm actually on my way out the door to go for a little walk. It's still 100 degrees. So I'm going to put my sunscreen on. I've got my hat, and yeah, Alex is in. I'm so excited. Alex is all signed up, ready to go. It's going to be great. So hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your evening. I'm thinking of you. I'm here for you. Let me know what I can do for you, and I'll see you again next week.